All right, 3, 2, 1.
How you go?
Holy crap. Is that a dead bird?
Poor guy.
Ugh.
You guys keep sending me video suggestions, and they're alright, but your method of delivery is very strange.
Wait, can you please stop throwing dead birds at my house?
He lives right by the main road, huh? That kind of sucks.
What do you mean? You got a bird? Ow.
Another one!
So today, I'm going to make 5 of your video ideas in the hope that you'll leave me alone. Okay, the first suggestion comes from Coping Molding Truth 43 on Twitter, who wants me to make a pressure washer bidet, which sounds hilarious and will finally...
Wait, what is his name? Coping Molding Truth 43.
will finally allow me to properly clean my ass. So, I'm going to start with a cheap bidet and a cheap pressure washer, and I'm hoping I can just plug this straight into my ass and it will work. But after turning on the pressure washer and seeing how strong it is...
You're not gonna have a butthole left after this. What is this guy doing? Yeah, that's gonna destroy his butt.
I'm not sticking that in my ass.
I decided against that and wanted to see if I could plug the pressure washer directly into the bidet.
Okay.
And it didn't destroy the bidet like I thought it would. The bidet just didn't let the high pressure water through, which is actually a good thing, because otherwise I would have made a hole in my foot.
Ah!
So I'm going to have to upgrade all these crappy plastic parts to high pressure hose. And I've never actually used a bidet before, but I've heard from others that have that they work really well and feel a bit...
I had a friend in Classic WoW that talked about getting a bidet during the pandemic because they were scared of like running out of toilet paper, and he said it changed his life, and I was like, I don't believe you. And he said, yeah, me and my girlfriend use the bidet all the time, and I'm like, okay. It probably gets full of poop and nasty stuff though, no? Does it not? Like it just like it gets pooped up and shit? No, it doesn't? Okay, I didn't know that.
Bit like your own personal slave that spits water on your ass. So I'm very excited to try one. And after taking apart the bidet and having a proper look inside, I think I'm just going to have to replace everything as it's all low quality plastic. And the original bidet has 2 nozzles, one for normal people and the other for women. So I'm only going to make a 1 hole.
Wait, why do women need a different one? I want to get blasted by a bidet, says Tammy. No, someone explain that one to me. Why does it have 2 different ones? Normal people and women. More pressure? Okay. One's for the boot, but one's for the coochie. Oh, is it actually for the coochie? No way, really? There's a front one for the girls? Oh my lord. You get pussy blasted by the bidet.
Nozzle. And I'm going to do that by just welding a pipe to this high pressure hose fitting, which will have this little plunger inside that will move out as the water pushes it and will then squirt water out of this little hole. And after giving it a quick test, it worked really well at low pressure with no water coming out of the gaps. So I turned on the pressure washer to see if it would explode.
Okay, power washer on. 3, 2.
Yeah, that'll do it.
And I've now realized I've made a big mistake. I purchased the wrong fitting, and the hose is never going to properly attach. So instead of doing the right thing and just buying a new one, I tested my luck by attempting to weld the high-pressure plastic hose directly to the fitting.
This is such a dumb idea.
Yeah, but you do it anyway because you're Australian.
Which actually seemed to work, as I was constantly keeping the metal cool. So I tested it again.
Ew!
5, 4, 3, 2.
And that actually
Nice.
worked really well. So I installed it into the bidet and sprayed the whole thing white. And I'm not going to install this on an inside toilet as I've already made enough holes in the ceiling. So I test fitted it on this chair outside, and it actually feels as nice and comfortable as a normal toilet, which means it was time to use the bidet.
Oh my god. He actually does.
And I'm going to test it first on this pig belly, which I've heard makes a really accurate arse substitute.
3, 2.
How does he know that? Pork is a good ass substitute? Okay, it's not tearing the butthole apart. That's a good start. Oh my god. You know what? Never mind. There's a hole in there.
And that worked amazingly. The bidet managed to clean all the way through the pig belly, removing the fat and meat.
Ew!
This is disgusting. There's
pig
meat
fat on the ceiling.
everywhere.
But it still didn't cut it cleanly in half like I was hoping. So I'm going to give the bidet an easier challenge, this apple.
That's not an apple. What the hell's that? Ew! Right through! That's a papaya, yeah.
And this would
papaya.
definitely clean my insides. 8 out of 10.
Yeah, it's a papaya.
Okay, the second suggestion comes from Ryan, or as I like to call him, Ryan. And he suggests replacing the blades on a ceiling fan with knives. And I've already replaced all my kitchen knife blades with ceiling fans, which works great.
Wonderful.
But I've never thought of doing it the other way around. So I'm excited. And the first thing I need to get is a ceiling. And then a
Yeah, that is very efficient.
fan. And this one was a nice cheap one, but it means I need to put it together. So I opened up the box and then got the instructions and put them in the bin. And then followed them from there. And after connecting the blue wire to the blue wire, the green wire to the green wire, and the brown to the brown, it didn't work. So I skipped using this speed controller and just borrowed a power cable.
Borrowed!
And then
I told you guys, this guy's a bandit. I bet you when he used to live with his parents and he had this inkling for like making gadgets, they would constantly find like TVs, consoles, broken parts missing out of their microwave or some shit.
connected it directly to the fan, which means the fan only has one speed.
He's a little
on.
bandit.
And now that I have a fan that spins, it's machete time.
Machetes.
So I pulled off the plastic handles, then welded a dodgy brace to the machete before attaching them to the fan.
Yeah, that totally won't spin out of control and chop someone's head off.
And this is already terrifying. But not as terrifying as my inability to count how many blades a fan actually has. And I now have an extra machete. If anyone wants it, it's in this bush right here. Okay, now time to strap this to my ceiling.
His landlords must hate him. Asbestos! He didn't own that chat? No, guys, you don't understand. This guy rents. He doesn't own. It's actual, like, lore that he had. Yeah, he rents. How is this safe? is a terrifying sound. Holy fuck.
It's so fast.
He's standing there!
I don't like that.
This is terrifying. It's
You know those Aztec death whistles, whatever they're called? That's kind of what it reminds me of. The ones where you blow and it sounds like a screech. And that means someone's gonna come kill you.
so silent in the air, almost like the blades are so sharp that they are just cutting right through it. Let's chuck some stuff into it.
Bro, how?
And to do that, I made this little safety fortress.
That is not safe, man! Look, it's just a couch! Yep,
I
that'll cut
wasn't
your
really
dick
happy
off.
with the angle I had to throw the fruit at, so I repositioned my fortress right under the fan.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Nice, that's clean. That's a clean hit. Yep. Yeah, it's Fruit Ninja in real life. I used to play that game so much. Whoa, the double
And
cut.
that was fun to watch while editing, but not fun while I was there. I was imagining my welds snapping and the blade flying out and shooting through my barricade at any moment. But besides that, it did a great job of cutting fruit. 9 out
He does his own stunts, man. I can't believe
10.
this guy, man. He's crazy.
Right, the third idea comes from Swagger Souls on Twitter, who wants me to make
Swagger
mustard gas and then put it on a hot dog.
Swagger.
And the first thing I'm going to need is some pool chlorine. Sorry, I meant the third idea is a sponsorship for PayPal Honey. Honey is the #1 shopping tool in America, but I like to think of it as being similar to my
Not
mother,
pool
who's
chlorine.
always looking out for me.
Wait, you can't tell how to make mustard gas on YouTube?
And always
can't
trying to
do
find the
that.
great deals on the things I'm buying.
You can. I don't
Once you
believe
install
you.
Honey, it sits on your computer, and then when you go to buy something, if Honey works on that site, it swoops in and automatically searches for coupon codes so you don't have to. You
education,
could be buying a
alright.
tent, an office chair, or this man's legs. Doesn't matter what you're buying, as Honey works on many of the sites you are already using. For example, I was purchasing
machete.
these 4 machetes for this video, and Honey found a coupon to save me $10. Who doesn't love the feeling of randomly being surprised with a discount when you're purchasing machetes? So go now and add it to your
Wow.
browser for free at joinhoney.com/iditathing. That's joinhoney.com/iditathing.
Feels EU, man. Even Australians can get it to work.
All right, this comes from Zoe Possum, who wants me to get a jackhammer and put a rubber pad on the bottom and footholds on the side, creating the world's most terrifying pogo stick. And I already know this is going to scramble my brain, but I can't resist making it. And I'm also killing 2 birds with 1 stone, as Ludwig requested I also make a device that can finally help the short fellow jump
Ludwig contributed to this? Oh my god. And Max Mofo!
high enough to dunk, which seems impossible, but I'll give it a shot. So the first thing I did was go to the local store.
Guys, there is this awesome code PayPal Honey that advertises 10% off GG subs using code SMUG.
Wow, thank you so much for the ad.
And bought these bolt cutters. Then I waited till night.
This guy's a schizo for sure.
And went down to the closest construction site and then borrowed this. And I didn't really have a choice of jackhammer, so I grabbed this one, which is very noisy.
Oh my god, my ears!
But luckily, I can just put on ear protection.
Ah!
Now at the moment, it has this sharp chisel at the bottom, which would
Why is he pointing with his feet, man?
be similar to jumping in stilettos. Sexy, but not efficient. So I'm going to make a giant metal foot to increase the surface area. And for reference, I took a photo of my foot
Wow, beautiful. He is an ugly ass foot, I'm not gonna lie. Damn.
That is a very nice foot.
No, it's not. Why are you lying to him?
And then cut out this. And then welded some extra support metal on top so it's strong enough to handle the jackhammer. Then I welded a piece of pipe on the foot so the jackhammer can slip neatly into its new shoe. And the foot is done. But now I just need somewhere to put my feet. And I don't want to
He's gonna need that photo when he loses that foot one of these days. Yeah, this guy's notorious. He never wears, like, protection, essentially. Like, the bare minimum so he doesn't die. Australians, man.
permanently attach anything or weld to the jackhammer, as I actually plan to give this back to the construction site once I'm done. So I got a piece of wood and made a hole in it, and then put a clamp underneath and a heap of duct tape and kept wrapping it around until I created this horrible
safe.
mess.
This is not going to work.
And I fixed it.
Bro, holy
And that's done.
shit.
So now I just need to turn this terrifying thing on.
Bro, there's no way. Bro, it's not. This thing's awful. Come on, pussy, get on. What's he doing, man?
And it broke all of my welds. And I could re-weld it, but there was absolutely no jumping happening, and all it did was really hurt my wrists and ankles, which didn't even look funny on camera.
Yeah, you got the pain without the humor.
0 out of 10.
I wonder why it hurts. Is it because, like, your ankles and your joints are not used to it? Is that why? That's a pear. Oh.
Okay, the final suggestion comes from Hey Jack, who wants me to make solar panel glasses. And his intention here is to blind me by making me stare into the
The
sun.
vibrations, yeah, that makes
Which
sense.
I'm willing to do, as everyone knows there's nothing more entertaining than a blind person. Now, I could put half-transparent solar panels directly over the lens of the sunglasses, which would look more aesthetic but would be hard to do. So instead, I'm just going to 3D print some sunglasses with mounts on top, and then use these tiny solar panels, which I just took from the roof of this tiny house, which I'll mount on top. And I figure this will actually look pretty acceptable as sunglasses, as if people are willing to wear these, which make you look like a pedophile, I'm talking to you, Andrew. These don't look bad in comparison.
Holy shit.
And you know how I
it's
just
got
said
a
I'm going to
PDF
3D
file.
print these glasses? I forgot that I broke my 3D printer by shooting it a couple of videos ago. So instead I used my 2D printer and just printed these out. Then I cut down this piece of PVC pipe and straightened it with a heat gun. And then heated it again so I could
No
mold it
gloves.
perfectly to
No gloves, no protection. Just grabs it, goes, ow.
the shape of the sunglasses.
He must have no nerve endings on his freaking hands and feet anymore, I swear.
Then I got the tiniest drill bit I'm legally allowed to own and made a hole. And then watched this video on YouTube to see where I threw away those small screws at the beginning of the video.
Are you fucking kidding me? Oh my god. What a fucking
And
idiot,
stuck it all
man.
together. And a quick spray paint. And it's done. So now let's say I'm standing in the sun. And I'm feeling a little too hot. Idiots would just move to the shade. But all I need to do is attach my little fan to the sunnies and then stare directly into the sun until the fan starts moving, cooling me down.
3,
That's really smart.
1.
Ah.
without getting. Oh.
Wow. That's really
It's
nice,
also great
man.
for charging your phone. All I had to do was swap over to this charging port and then stare into the sun for 2 hours to get 1% charge extra on my phone.
Okay, ready? So I'm looking down, no charge. Watch what happens when I look up.
Wow!
Yeah, okay. It's making the thing now. Okay.
Oh, shit.
This is just torture. This is horrible.
6 out of 10. Which means Ryan is the winner with the ceiling machete fan. Ryan,
That was
please send me
pretty
your
good.
full name, address, and credit card details, including the CVV, to receive your prize.
It's a bomb.
Thank you so much for watching. If you like that, please subscribe and check out some of my other videos.
Australians. Australians, man. Can't stand them. They're terrifying. Chat, what do you think of that? Do you guys think that he should have won? Yeah. Do 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 do. Brother. Can't win against them? No, you can beat them if you're an emu. We need him at NASA. Can you go to outer space in bare feet? I don't think you can. You'll die.